What are we doing?
We're going to Mexico!
Does this count as country number 22?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, let's go.
We are in Puebla, Mexico. We flew into Mexico City last night, stayed the night there, and just took a bus in to get to Puebla today. And
yeah, we've been really excited for this because we actually speak some Spanish, so we've already gotten to interact with quite a few people, and it's just such a different experience than anywhere else we've traveled, where we haven't spoken a single word of English to anybody yet. So I don't know, it's so much more fun being able to interact with people in their own language and knowing that we can just interact with everybody.
Yeah,
so,
we're here for about a week, and we're so excited for just finally being able to get back out there and go experience some new stuff, try some new foods, and some more coffee.
Yes. We asked Carlos and his wife Sonia if they had any coffee recommendations, and they're like, oh. So
we got so many.
Yeah, they gave us a bunch of recommendations. I think they gave us 4, but I think they were ready to give us a lot more.
I think they were.
So I think we're going to go with the first one that they suggested, and we're really excited.
So we just walked in and they said there's no cameras allowed, but we can film on our phones and take pictures on our phones, just no cameras. So we just sat down, we're gonna try to eat some coffee, and they gave us these little envelopes. So
I'm wondering if it's the menu.
I mean, probably, but it's a cute way to do that.
I wonder if it's just different every day or what.
It's just the menu, but wow, there's a lot of stuff on here. So I think
we chose the cafe section rather than the restaurant section.
We did, yeah. So we're just gonna get some coffee. It throws us off that the pesos are shown with a dollar sign, just like the US dollar. So it's like espresso for $44 is what it looks like. It's a little more expensive than we expected, but we'll get used to it, I'm sure.
We're back in travel mode because I never get espressos when we're in the US, but I got one while we're here. It just seems right. We're in the middle of a garden. It feels really nice.
Is it as good as you hoped?
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. We also got this apple strudel thing. I don't know. Honestly, I had a hard time understanding a lot of what the guy was saying. So I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it was an apple strudel, and it's a special for today.
The dessert was definitely an impulse buy on Marshall. As soon as I heard him say that there's apples in it, I knew he had Marshall.
This place is pretty incredible. Apparently, originally it was, so this is 300 years old. It was built in the early 1700s, and apparently when it was built, it was used as a tithe center, like a tithe collection center for the Catholic Church. But since then, it's been repurposed to this garden and sanctuary area, but also just a restaurant and a cafe. So really awesome place to come and walk around. It's so beautiful.
Okay, well, we had 2 espressos, so hopefully we can make it through most of the day.
Hopefully. That was not what we were expecting for our first coffee shop. That was way nicer. We were expecting a more local thing, and that's what I thought it was going to be.
You're so funny.
I didn't really look at the pictures at all.
Maps, I didn't realize Marshall didn't, so when he suggested that place, I just said okay, but he didn't realize it was more of a
I
culture center.
We asked for like local places, and that's what they told us. So.
Yeah.
No, gracias.
Let's not get hit by a car.
We're gonna try and hit a more local food spot. They're called fondas, and it's kind of like a cafeteria style a little bit.
Yeah.
It reminds me. It reminds me a little bit of the Ashenitsas in Sarajevo.
So we learned a little hack when we were in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm probably saying it wrong, but we would Google Ashinikas anytime we wanted food, and it was just a very local cafeteria. Every time we go somewhere new, I go and just try to find something similar in wherever we're going, and here it seems like those are fondas. And so we found a few, Marshall found one, we're gonna go try it out. He ate that whole apple dessert by himself though, so we'll see if he eats anything. It may just be me right now.
¿Quieren uno y uno? Un consomé y una crema.
Uno por los dos.
No.
No.
Un consomé, una crema.
Okay, sí, está bien. Uno y uno.
I'm glad these both are smaller than we expected because neither of us are super hungry, but I think we can both definitely finish these, so that's good. Okay.
Con pechuga, con mole poblano, chile relleno.
I spoke just barely too soon about us not getting too much. We have no idea what we ordered. She just brought us 2 more plates, which are bigger than the rest, which makes sense because...
I guess what we got was the appetizer.
Yeah, I think these are the appetizers. I'm very confused about this whole, what we ordered. Very confused. Gracias. Okay. Well, we got so much more food than we were anticipating to get there.
We were gonna be happy with just the 2 soups that we got, and then they brought us 2 massive plates, and I was kind of happy that they didn't bring out the mole because I've tried it in the U.S. and everybody that we've asked here has like recommended that we try it.
Yeah, well, of course, it's a Puebla staple.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. But yeah, I hate to say it. I know this is practically a crime to say in Puebla, but neither of us are huge fans of mole, at least so far.
Yeah,
we're happy to try more.
Wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it.
But we still have some sunlight left. We're gonna try to get out and see some more things. Definitely not going to find any more food tonight. We are so stuffed. We have made it to a neighborhood that was supposed to have a lot of street art, and I don't even think we've gotten all the way into it, but it's already so pretty. There's already a lot of street art, and this is a lot more vacant.
It's completely empty.
Than I thought.
Completely empty. We're the only people here.
Everybody, this has been like, everybody has stared at us. Every single person who has passed every car, like you can see them just like looking out their window. But let's see what we can find in here.
Yeah. Well, we were going to continue on with the art tour, but we got a pretty ominous warning to not continue on our path. He said it's better for you to go the other way.
It seems like we're not very welcomed here, which is okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not gonna push our luck. We're heading back out. We did see some cool art.
Yeah, beautiful.
But yeah, it is very, like we said, very vacant in here.
I don't know if we're gonna do much.
Uber back?
Well, we're not far from like the touristy spot, so I think we'll. I think we're fine to just walk back to the touristy spot, and then we can walk back from there because it's like pretty crowded the whole way back.
Yeah.
But I think that may be the last thing that we do tonight. It's about to get dark.
So? Okay, well, we'll see if we pass anything on the way back.
Yeah, we're gonna start heading back, but it's gonna get dark anyway, so
maybe don't come to this neighborhood, even though it seems cool and is pretty. Maybe, I don't know. If anybody else has been here, I'm curious to see. It completely
could be a false alarm. We don't really know.
We just had one person who was like, "Don't go farther into here," and we said, "All right, sure." I don't know. It seemed everything from what we've seen, it seemed fine. It seemed like this is something that like we actually saw locals will enjoy talking to you if you speak some Spanish, but that was not the case, at least for us.
Yeah, not here. Okay.
Well, let's go. I really didn't want to end the night on that bad note. We decided to make one more stop because there's a little bit of daylight left. We're going to be cutting it close though to get back to our Airbnb, but we made it to Alley of the Frogs, which is another very picturesque street where I think we are much more welcome than the last one. There's not really street art here, it doesn't seem, but there's just very colorful buildings. So we figured this would be a good spot to kind of change the tune of the night before we head back home. Okay, we really weren't there long. I really just wanted to not end the night on a bad note, and so we just wanted to go see that pretty street.
That was a really beautiful street.
So I'm just very happy we ended on a better note.
Yeah, it was a fun day.
It was.
A good start to Mexico.
We are going to run back to our Airbnb because it's already after sunset, and I don't really want to be out here after dark, so we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. We are finally hungry again. And we passed this street market on our way home. It's probably very touristy, but they had some elote and tacos on the corners, so I got some elote and Marshall is getting some tacos right now. I think I'm gonna have to,
With mystery meat.
With mystery meat, we don't know what it is.
Just hiding down.
While we're waiting for the tacos, I realized I forgot to mention what is in my food. So, it's, sorry, there's so many distractions. So, for mine, it's just corn, mayonnaise, cheese, chili powder.
That's it, right?
Is that it?
Yeah.
And I've only had this in the U.S., so I don't know the different standards. I think this is pretty good, but also it tastes good to us, and otherwise I probably wouldn't eat. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Other than this, I probably would not have eaten again tonight. I wanted to give one more update before we go in for the night. That Marshall.
I got some tacos. Good end to the long day.
Yes.
They were not exactly what I expected. These are tripa de res, which is cow intestine.
Yeah, it's beef tripe, so stomach.
Beef tripe, yeah. So beef
lining,
stomach.
I think. Or, yeah.
It is pretty good. The salsa is really good, and there's lime with it. The only thing, like the flavor is good, but the only thing I don't really love about tripe is like how it can sometimes get crunchy.
Yes. It was I heard the crunch on your first couple bites.
But like the flavor is really good. It's just the crunch is a little off-putting.
Don't they look so? Literally, you can see. Oh gosh.
The tube.
Yeah, the tube.